I'm joined by a special guest from the University of Southern California, Leif Nelson, a former Minot State javelin thrower. Leif, thank you for joining me.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, and first, I want to ask you about your time at Minot State. You were there for 3 years, a two-time Division II All-American. Just talk to me about your time a little bit with the Beavers.
So freshman year of college, I played basketball at Lake Region State. And after that year, I decided to switch over to throw javelin. So I called up the coach there at Minot State, and they said they still had a scholarship for me because they offered me in high school. And so I called them up and they said they would offer me the same scholarship. So I decided to take it. And yeah, I think it was a good decision because it's given me the opportunity to finish my college degree and then also come to grad school here at USC. So.
You started at Lake Region State as a basketball player, then moved on to javelin. I saw in high school you did play basketball and track. Just kind of, what was that decision process when it came to picking between the two when you first went to Lake Region State, and then what kind of switched for you a little bit?
Yeah, it was a tough decision because I've grown up playing basketball, and it was a sport like I first fell in love with was basketball. It wasn't really track as much. So it was a tough decision to give up basketball and go to track. But ultimately, it came down to how my body felt. Like I had a back injury, and it was pretty bad after every game. So I decided to quit basketball and go do track because it was something that didn't affect my back as much. So I'm blessed that I'm able to still do something, like still do a college sport. But I do miss basketball.
Yeah, and I want to talk about some of your success. You have the Minot State javelin throwing record, and then you also finished 5th place at the national championships last year for D2. Just kind of, what was that experience like to not only be in the record books, but have a successful end to the year?
It was cool. Coming off the year before, I made it to nationals. I got the last spot for All-American status. It was a second-team All-American. But I wasn't satisfied with the results. So over the summer, I took it upon myself to just work on javelin throw. I was throwing the javelin 2 times a week and then throwing jab balls 1 or 2 times a week as well. And lifting and, just doing everything I could to come back the next year and be stronger and throw farther.
Now that you're at USC as a graduate student, just kind of what made USC the spot for you?
Coming here on the visit, I mean, I knew, we know the weather is nice here. That's a big part of it. But also the coach, he's worked with some great javelin throwers, and I wanted to put myself in a situation where I knew I could succeed and where I could throw outdoors without throwing in the snow. That was a big thing too.
It seems like the success has just kind of continued for you in your first event at USC, 4th longest throw in program history into a first place finish. Just kind of, you seeing that the success kind of continues despite going up to the Division I level. What can you say about just being able to have that success early on? Do you credit to, like you said, taking that extra time over the summer to lift and get better?
I'm actually not where I want to be right now. I think some injuries have been holding me back a little bit. I broke my hand in December, and I partially tore my UCL last April. So I'm coming off of those 2 big injuries. But I think I'm getting somewhere. These last couple of practices have been good. And I think bigger things are coming. So
last week, you're throwing a little bit more. You had a lot of success, took 2nd place at the Mount Sac Relays, top collegiate at the event. And I believe the first USC Trojan to throw over 230 feet in consecutive events since 2010, just despite having the injuries that you're still building back from, but still finding success. What does that say just about your ability to compete and despite having those injuries and trying to do your best despite not being 100%?
I don't think I even know how far I can throw yet. It's something that I have to keep working through all these things that come in my way because there's a lot of potential there. I'm still pretty new to javelin. I've only been throwing I'm in my 4th or 5th year now. So it's still pretty new to me. So if I stick with it, I might be able to do some big things in jav.
Your family has had quite the success the last month or two. You had Joel winning a state championship with Devils Lake, first time in nearly a century, and then your brother Grant making that Final Four run with Alabama. Just kind of, what's it been like? Just kind of seeing your brother's success, but also having your own success as well at USC.
Yeah, it's cool to see. I'm happy that Devils Lake made it to the state championship first of all, and then to win it all, both men and women, that's cool to see. And for my brother to be playing well at Devil's Lake, and then also Grant playing at Alabama, it's fun to watch. I would sit in my apartment and watch their games as much as I could, and it was fun to watch them play and see them do so well.
Leif, thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks.